Okay, we might show you how to get up a hill. That hill in front of us, it probably looks flat if you can see through the windscreen. On the video, it's actually quite a steep hill. It's a good beginner's hill down here in Dorlingup. There's an even steeper one on the other side that's a bit of a nightmare. Other side of the creek. This track comes down from the crossing, the Pines Crossing. Don't know the name of it, but anyway, to get up this hill, you could have some fun in two-wheel drive and spin wheels and throw rocks everywhere and end up breaking things in your car. So it'd be better to put it in four-wheel drive and pick a low gear and drive up it. But because of the steepness of this hill, I don't know if you can see it. The camera's probably going to make this look like it's dead flat, but it's not. The old train line used to go out through the bush that way. This has been cut up and around. I think some big logs fell down over the old train line down that way, which is now the Bibbulmun track going through there. But up ahead of us, we've got this hill climb. So what I'm going to do, that's four-wheel drive, that's low range. Now if I drive up this in four-wheel drive high range and first gear, I've got to drive quite fast. In fact, I might be able to show you. It should be four-wheel drive, high range. That's first gear. I'd be able to do it, but I'd be bouncing around a fair bit. Okay, reverse, back. To have better control, which is what four-wheel driving is all about, controlling the vehicle rather than just throwing it around the track. If I stick this in low range, this is first low range, and no major power draw on the engine. It will just crawl up here. In fact, I can take my foot off everything. This little diesel engine in the Hilux, it will actually idle up this hill, even though it's a steep hill. Huge amount of power in this engine in low range, which is great. Now, if you do stall, I don't know if I'll be able to stall it. First thing you do when you stall, if you're going to do a hill start or stall start, I'll stall it deliberately, just turn it off. Stall, foot brake in immediately, handbrake on, find reverse, handbrake off, foot brake off, and it should, yep, it's going to hold me there. Okay, when I turn the key, feed off the clutch, feed off everything, just turn the key and it just comes back down the hill. And then you just drive down the hill to where you can start again and pick another line. So that's a stall start or a hill start, or a hill stall start. Easy to do. Main thing is foot brake, handbrake, pick the gear to go back, handbrake, foot brake, turn the key. That's all you got to remember. Really easy. Now about getting up this hill, I'm in low range. I can probably go up there in two. Yeah, I'll get up this in a second. I was going to drive up it in first, but first is really slow. Alright, I have no idea what was going on with the camera just then. 15-point turn with the Hilux on top of the hill. Going down the hill, I'm in first gear, low range. Again, thumbs off. Out of the center of the wheel, so up on the edge of the wheel. Feed off everything. And in first gear, low range, it will just crawl down this hill. No problems at all. If you want a bit more speed, pick second gear, low range. the compression of the engine will slow this car down. In fact, it's really slow. If you want a bit more speed, you can touch or push the accelerator a little bit. Now, if I do slide out, everybody's tendency is to slam on the brakes, and that makes the slide go worse. What you need to do is the opposite. If the car starts to slide out somewhere, actually need to accelerate, drive off the slippery ground, collect your steering again, and then ease off the accelerator, and the car will slow down again. I need to get one of those little, actually I've got one on the phone. I don't know whether it's going to work or not. When I get to the bottom here, I'm going to turn around anyhow because it stopped recording on the way up. But I've got a little inclinometer thing on the phone, so I don't know if it's going to work. We'll set it up, stick it on the windscreen, and show you how steep this is. So I'm actually driving a little bit, because if I just idled down here, I'd be might as well get out and walk, it'd be faster. And then when I get to the bottom, I'll talk you through a few things again. To stop the car from bouncing around, you can wedge your foot against the side wall of the car down there. Accelerator's on the right, push your toes and foot against the right hand side of the car, and it will stop your foot bouncing on the accelerator and doing silly things. Alright, I'm just going to get into two-wheel drive because I actually have a better turning circle in two. Believe it or not. When you're in four-wheel drive, the front wheel's driving, sort of try and drag you around. Alright. Now this hill here. Let's start again. I could drive that hill in front of me. I don't know if you can see it properly, but I could drive that in two-wheel drive, no problems. It is very steep, but you could do it. And in doing so, you are going to be bouncing the car around, spitting rocks out the back, spitting rocks up underneath the car, and possibly doing a fair bit of damage to your car on the way up. So it's not worth it. Sorry, I'm just sitting here trying to find my little inclinometer. I'm sure I downloaded one. Okay. So what you should do is put it in four-wheel drive. That gives you more control, more traction. It means you can go slower with more power. And in four-wheel driving, you want to be able to have more control than speed. So going up here, in four-wheel drive high, you could do it. It will bounce around a fair bit. So if you pick four-wheel drive low, probably second gear to get up here, it will do it. It will just crawl up there. In fact, you could take your foot off everything, not accelerate, and it will actually idle up this hill because the Hilux has an excellent little diesel engine in it. I can't find my inclinometer. I'm sure I downloaded one. After the high country trip I did, I found an inclinometer on the phone and put it on the phone. Now it's not there. I must have deleted it. Alright, never mind. It is a pretty steep track. The inclinometer would have shown you. So, stall starts. If you're driving up, oh here it is. I don't know if I can get it though. I might be able to get it. If you're driving up this hill and all of a sudden you stall, you need to do a couple of things instantly and then reverse back down the hill under power. I'm trying to download that thing. I'll show you a stall start. So you're driving along. This is actually, I better do it in low range. This is first gear low range. That's how slow this car is. And in fact, take my foot off everything, I could actually idle up this hill because the power of this engine, the compression of this engine, the torque, if you like, will let me do it. But I'm not going to. So what I'm going to do, second gear. Now if you're driving up a hill and all of a sudden your car conks out, which I'd have to do it on third or fourth to do that, what I'm going to do is turn the engine off to simulate stalling. First thing you do, put on the foot on the brake and the clutch. You don't need to use the clutch actually, but it is foot brake, handbrake, pick reverse gear. You can hear it clunking, reverses out, take your handbrake off, take your foot brake off, and the compression of the engine should hold you on the hill. Now that you're ready to go back, turn the key. And that's it, that's a stall start. I might do that again for you though. So the sequence is foot brake, handbrake, pick reverse, handbrake, foot brake, turn the key. So I'll do that again. Driving up the hill. Oh, I nearly actually stalled it then. That would have been good. Okay, simulate the stall just by turning the car off. Or is it going to stall? No. Foot brake is on straight away. Handbrake on. Pick reverse. Handbrake off. Foot off the clutch completely. Slowly take your foot off the foot brake and it should hold you there. Some cars will sort of like jolt back a little bit. Once it's feet off everything, turn the key. And you just drive back down. No problems at all. So that's a stall start in a manual. In an automatic, good luck. That's why I like manuals. You have control over the car. The car does not have control over you. Alright. We're at the bottom of this steep hill. So, yes, I said earlier you could drive up it in two-wheel drive, you could drive up it in high-range four-wheel drive. But for control, it's better to be in low-range four-wheel drive. I tried to download the inclinometer and it won't work. I haven't got enough mobile cover. So low range, second gear, and that's the speed you'll be driving up in. So it's control. That's all four-wheel driving is, controlling the vehicle. If you don't have control, you're just a passenger. Nice and easy. If you stall start. If it's too steep to drive forward from a stall start, you just reverse back down. Bit of a hill here, bit of a gully, a dip. Probably put one in there to try and stop the water rushing down there and eroding it. Pick your line where you want to drive it. And just slowly, under control, drive up the hill. Feet off everything except the accelerator. And thumbs outside the steering wheel. And just drive up it nice and easy. You're not going to break things this way. If you thrash it and bash it, yeah, you're going to break stuff. Alright, same going down the hill on the other side. I'd probably stay in second gear. I went up that easy enough. That's where I turned around just there. 15-point turn in Hilux. Stick the gear you want to stick in. Don't change gears up or down the hill. Still got thumbs outside the steering wheel. Trying not to over rev it. If you're going to over rev it, you might as well use a different gear. I'm in second low range, and I will back off in a minute once we start going down this little hill. This part's certainly not as steep as the other side, but it's used to have a big washout in it. Oh, it's being filled in. Engine's compressing, slowing me down. Didn't need to use the brake at all, which is good. Using the engine to brake me on the way down the hill. Alright, that's it. See what I can find for you up the track here. Don't know if this is recording. Don't know what track we're on. Oh, this track here on the right. Yeah, you can go down that if you want. Point your nose down there. Can you see down there? Maybe not. It just drops off. There's a nice little campground at the bottom there, but you need to winch yourself back out when you leave. You'd get down it okay, but yeah, coming back up that one, I reckon you'd need a winch.